Okay, I am here with
Megan Wakeman.
Megan. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Um, Now, I know that there are some hard questions we have to tackle, um, and I just want to jump right into it. Take all the gloves off. When you hear these conversations, you come to these forums not being African American. Um, and obviously, nobody forced you to come here. You came here on your own. So, what is it that you see that is could be dehumanizing, could be wrong, could be foul, could whatever that makes you say, I'm interested in seeing what they're saying or being a part or taking or advocating. What is it that your personal morals and values that just red flags go off and you want to join or participate? What's that for you?
That's the commonality of just being human, and like I, I understand that I'm privileged being white. I'm really privileged. I've certainly been the person to just walk past the police and be left alone for
Right.
sure. A lot of these stories can be really shocking until you actually, you get a little closer to it, and you understand that this is all about control. This is all about the power of having that image. And so it's very humbling. I just usually shut up and listen to other people's stories
Right.
when I'm here, but I feel it's important to come out and support our brothers and sisters during this.
So, what to you is probably the hardest to deal with when you see stories in the news, when you see it on social media, and you know, like, okay, this is just outright. It's not even something you can even question or debate. It's like it's 100%. Nobody, everybody knows it's wrong.
Right.
Name one incident that show that you know what this is 100% wrong. It doesn't matter what the color is. Just name one incident that you've seen, probably news, social media.
All right, a very easy one is Robert Brooks, right? Nobody was scared. Everyone was in control. He was handcuffed for the whole time that we saw in the cameras. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like that was just brutality. That was just abuse. And that was not about anything other than abusing somebody.
You said earlier that you understand that there's privilege. What is it that allows you to verbalize? Because everybody knows it. But what is it that allows you to verbalize it that some other people refuse to verbalize it? We're not saying that it can be adjusted and not saying that it should be adjusted. The cards are the cards that you play with the hands that you're dealt. But what enables you to even verbalize it publicly when most won't or don't want to?
I think for a lot of people, they don't want to verbalize what makes them uncomfortable. I think that's a very uncomfortable truth. Acknowledging that these forces that keep us safe aren't working. If you've had personal experience with law enforcement, then it's very easy for someone like me to be like, yes, I understand that these forces aren't working for us. They can harm communities. They're about controlling communities, controlling the money. And then you realize as a white person, wow, it's a million times easier for me.
Right.
Like, I might be traumatized, but it's nothing. I'll just shut up and listen to other people.
Is it difficult to have conversations with friends of yours who are black, knowing sometimes what you see on the news with the guy in front of the library? How do you hold conversations with black friends knowing that they're irate and just it's a pandemic going on because police is just out of control, and some black people aren't as mature in saying not all white people are bad, not all white cops. So how do you have conversations with black people that you know, that you love, that you respect, and be a part of the conversation when you know that, you know what, even though you're not a part of the problem, you may look like somebody who creates the problem. Is it difficult having that conversation, or even being in the circle, or is it like, no, I'm gonna push forward and just, like, is it water off your back, or does it hurt you? Like, speak about
I hear
that.
what you're saying. I guess run into my personal friends, that's okay. We've known each other, we've had weird conversations before. It's just a part of just living life, right? And you
Right.
see these pitfalls with the news and like as life goes on with these incidents that change our worldview. So with my friends, I feel I can be really honest. If you're talking about feeling like I want to do the right thing and I'm going to enter a black space and then listen to everyone's point of views, I'm really just there to listen.
Right.
And if I get called on, I'll speak up and answer their questions as best. Right. I guess I've really learned a lot that you really have to show up for people.
Right.
As a white person, it's just not enough for me to write a check and go back to bed. It's important to show up and then see what you can do to help. And I'm content to listen to other people and see what they need from me and how to.
When you see the news, social media, last question, what is one issue that you see that is out of control that you yourself say, you know what, I want to support this, whether it's with my time, with my money, with my experience, my expertise. This is one issue that out of all issues, I have to support financially, with my time, whatever.
I think mass incarceration.
Mm.
I think that seems to be like just the knee-jerk response is that we'll just lock people up, we'll just do this, that will make it safe, we're just going to invest more and more money into law enforcement even though it hasn't worked. And they're taking that money away from the communities and the schools and like all those things that make a difference. I think, this corny ass old movie, It's a Wonderful Life, right? And in the bizarro version at the end, when like the millionaire is in charge of the whole town and he owns the police, then the friendly neighborhood cop is shooting you down on the street. And this is a movie that's almost 100 years old.
Okay, corral.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it immediately developed into violence because all the money wasn't with the people. It wasn't making them safe, secure, have all their basic human living needs met, much less the other enriching things that you need as a human being. The money's just going to the police. There's this whole job industry going on into law enforcement where everyone feels like they're doing a good thing or something like that, but we pump so much money into it.
I appreciate you, Megan. I really do. I'm so delighted to, it's easy to come and sit in a room with a bunch of black people and talk about this because it's like we're beating a dead horse. But for me personally, it gives you hope that obviously, okay, we're not tripping. If everybody see it, like it's like if only black people sense, like okay, maybe we could be tripping. Maybe sometimes our past, what they call it, slavery. Sometimes I think that we use that and we don't see clearly. Now, yes, 400 years of slavery is bad. But at some point, you have to be able to look and say, okay, I'm not going to use that. It affected me, but I can't use that as a blanketed license to just hate all white people. And so it makes me excited that change is possible when I see somebody like you coming and really being, again, you could have been at home, filing your nails, cleaning the garage, whatever, but you came here. And so that is something that I want to say personally, thank you for standing out. And something just came to my mind. Have you ever had a time where you stood up for these type of causes? Somebody that you are friends with or connected to was like, girl, why are you doing that?
Yes,
Wow.
definitely. I'm still struggling with that right now, making sure I don't lose my temper as I try to press up these views. But I learned a lot actually from listening to people and learning how the black community is working at Lukey Forbes. It's like taught me a lot.
Wow.
It's about you just reach out, you keep working with people, and you say just because it's this way in the newspaper doesn't really reflect how people are like what they're feeling, how they're living their lives.
Wow. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for all that you do.